Hey, everybody, it's your girl, April Marie, and welcome to my podcast, Handle Her with Care. I am so excited that you decided to join us today. I have a very special guest. Her name is Renage Garrison. I know you've heard her name before because if you're a resident of Lancaster, you have seen her name not only on the ballot, but you have seen her name on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. Okay, she is our candidate. Please put your hands together for my friend, Renage Garrison.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. Handle her with care.
Yes. So please tell us what you're running for.
I am your candidate for the upcoming election for Lancaster City Council. And on that note, if you have not had an opportunity to cast your vote, the last day to do so is April 14th. That's Tuesday. So you want to do that.
Yeah, you want to get that done. And I know as we were talking before the show, you were sharing that it's an all mail-in ballot.
It is an all mail-in ballot. You should already have your ballot at home. And if you're like me, it sat on the counter for a few weeks and I finally got it in the mail, but it is not too late. No. So you still have an opportunity to let your voice be heard.
Yes. And that's exactly what it is. It's really allowing your voice to be heard. That's what you're doing when you're casting your vote. You're sharing with the leaders that this is what you want. And so that's important.
Very important. It is of the utmost important because that's the only way that we impact the direction of our city. And that's the only way that we see real change. So
I know. Okay, so I met Renage so many years ago. I mean, we've known each other for our whole lives. I think we were trying to count, and we're going to say, because we're in our early 40s, that we were around 35 years of knowing each other.
Yeah.
We went to church together for our whole lives. And then we also were roommates for how many years?
We lived together for 4 years.
4 years. Yeah. And then we've remained friends and close this entire time. So when I say that she is a part of the fabric of my life, that is absolutely what she is. Aww. And her integrity and her class and her love and her care is 100% genuine. And so I'm thankful to have sisterhood with you.
I'm grateful for you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling things.
Yes, me too, always. Absolutely. So we're going to get into today's episode. It's extra special. And I'm so excited because I have had so many questions,
Great.
As you've dug into this campaign and our city. I mean, I've lived in the Antelope Valley my entire life. How long have you been here?
I have been here my entire life. I am born and raised here in the Antelope Valley.
Born and raised. Yes. Okay. Now, are you a resident of Palmdale? Are you a resident of Lancaster?
As I stated, born and raised in the Antelope Valley, but I have lived in Lancaster specifically for the last 14 years. And I live on the east side of Lancaster, so I know us well over there.
Well, right? So you know us well.
Yes.
So I want to be clear that this is a real conversation. This is not an interrogation. I did not prep her and give her the questions beforehand. No. I just am going to rapid fire because we're just talking. She is a candidate for the people. Yeah. And I appreciate you being so honest and integral with all of us and even coming on the show and talking. So what made you say, I'm actually going to run?
That's a good question. And even the accentuation on the word actually, right? Because there's the idea of doing it, yes. And then there's the reality of actually doing it.
Right.
So for me, there was a lot of different factors, but the main one was that I had to turn my frustration into action. We can all agree that the political landscape right now is... There's no words.
In crisis?
Right.
Okay.
Crisis is putting it gently. But I believe the biggest impact for change is made at home.
Yeah.
So when I decided that it wasn't good enough for me anymore to turn a blind eye to things and just think someone else would fix it, or that the political Avengers are going to come save us and fight the bad guys for us, that doesn't happen. Right. It requires each one of us to step in and lend our gifts and our talents to help make things better for everyone. So I decided to, I can only be mad so long. I have to do something with this frustration. And
you have to do something.
Yeah, I decided to get involved.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our forever first lady, that's a quote from her. She says, you have to do something.
Do something.
And here, look,
yes.
it fits. It aligns.
You can still be mad. Just do something while you're mad.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that. So what parts of Lancaster feels personal to you?
All of Lancaster feels personal to me. I have said several times that not just being born and raised there, but it's where I have chosen to stay.
Yeah.
It is where I'm an adult. I could leave. I've chosen to build my life in Lancaster. Mm-hmm. So all of Lancaster is home for me, and all of Lancaster is personal to me. But most importantly, the people. As I've been going out, engaging more, really listening more, the people are what's been more personal to me, and really getting into the needs of the people and the heart of our community and how they feel. That's giving me so much motivation to keep going.
I love that. And I think that the people are the heartbeat of the city.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So thank you for that. Next question. Mm-hmm. What do people misunderstand about leadership at the city level?
Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks.
I would say that people misunderstand the point of leadership. It's kind of like I mentioned a second ago, right? We equate our leaders with some sort of superheroes that are there to make everything right for us. And that's not the reality. The reality is our leaders are just us. They're just regular people who have stepped into the capacity of public service and decision making, but it's regular. And so to assume or to hope that your leader should make your world better for you is unrealistic. It takes each and every one of us to make things better. So it takes you showing up. It takes you giving feedback. It takes you voting. It takes you engaging and making your voice heard, and stepping into the spots where you see a need and fill those needs. It takes each one of us to do that. There are no superheroes that it doesn't matter how much money they have, doesn't matter what suit they wear. No one is saving you. It takes all of us to make change.
It does. It absolutely does. I 100% agree with that. So I know that we have around, and I know you gave me this fact the other day, we have around how many Lancaster residents?
As of right now, we have, as of the last census, as of 2020, we have approximately 177,000 residents in the city of Lancaster.
Wow. Okay.
We are due another census here any day now, but as of the last one, that's where we're at. So I anticipate it being more than that, but that's where we are.
And so out of those 177,000, how many people typically cast their vote?
So out of 177,000 residents, we have 97,000 registered voters.
Oh.
Out of 97,000 registered voters, we have somewhere between 15 and 20,000 that actually vote.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That is not even tossing a rock at the problem. Wow.
Not at all. Yeah.
We have a lot of work to do. We have to cast our votes.
To do. And it's unfortunate, but a big chunk of campaigning is getting people to vote, galvanizing people to understand the value of your voice. Because I can't even ask you for your vote when you don't vote, when you aren't registered, when you don't see the value in doing that. So,
yes. And voting does make a difference.
Voting makes a huge difference. I have said at every stop that I go on, it feels like, and I understand the despair, right? It feels like our voice doesn't count because you stand back and you watch what feels like decisions being made without you. But your voice absolutely matters. It matters so much. And the only way that your voice is excluded is when you don't use it. That is when your voice 100% doesn't count.
Come on, sisters. Right? Okay, so we know that we're in the Antelope Valley, we're in Lancaster area. We know that jobs and things that allow people to be very good providers for their family are limited. So we do live in a commuter town.
Mm-hmm.
I did do some research, so it looks like the median income is around 76,000 for families in this area. But poverty is still around 15%.
Right.
Okay, so what, in terms of our taxes, in terms of housing affordability, what is your take on that?
So, first, let me say how disheartening that 15% is.
Yeah.
I am big on reality, right? There will always be people who are in need and need help. That said, 15% is a large amount of our population, and it is a commuter town. We do need more mortgage paying jobs here, jobs that lead to careers that people can sustain their family and their livelihood off of without having to stack 2 and 3 and 4 jobs. We need more of that. Housing, I've said before, I am less inclined to court big corporations, big builders who are building $500,000, $600,000 homes. That's wonderful. They're beautiful, and there's a demographic who can tap into that.
Sure.
But for the majority of residents, people are just trying to get by. They're just trying to make it. So we need more affordable housing. We need to look at expanding options for things like ADUs and duplexes, and taking down some of that red tape and streamlining the process for that and allowing permits to be easier, so we can have more living options where teachers can afford it and single moms can afford it, and first time young people going out for the first time. When we lived together,
Yes,
we couldn't have done it on what the market is today, but we were young and we just we're adults, but you want to step out on your own, you need to have options that you can do that with. And there's a lot of young people now who fear they may not get the life that our parents knew and be able to have their piece of the American dream by way of homeownership and things like that. So we have to start to do things to remember that it's not just one group here. This is a very diverse community, and we want to give people the option to do the good things for themselves.
I know that in Lancaster, or the Antelope Valley really as a whole, we pay high sales tax. We pay 11.25%.
Yes, actually, in the city of Lancaster, along with Palmdale, we pay the highest rate of sales tax in the nation at 11.25%. And
in the nation, I'm sorry, I said California. You said the nation.
In the nation, we have the highest rate of sales tax. Yes. And I don't know about you, but I look around and I don't really understand what we get for that.
I don't either.
I don't understand where that's going.
Our roads are not fixed, like we've said before. There's so many things. The freeways are, still under construction. Everything's still under construction. I mean, do you know how long they're looking at this project being?
I don't know. It's too long. But I do know when I go to other cities that don't pay what we pay in sales tax, I don't see the same infrastructure problems with buildings and roads and things like that. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know that there's a lot of residents that also have that same question, and that brings us back to just the transparency that people are looking for. Residents are wanting to know what's going on.
Yes.
Better than what we know right now.
Absolutely.
Trying to understand that.
Have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that it's life changing.
It's life changing, and transparency goes hand in hand with honesty. Honesty is what builds trust between our leaders and our residents.
Wow.
And that's what we need.
So simply said and 100% true.
Yeah.
Wow. in Lancaster alone, it's about 21% Black, 43 to 45% Hispanic. And so that's over half the community that's Black and brown. And we haven't been casting our votes.
That is the most disheartening part. It really is. We talked earlier about numbers and the low voter turnout. One of the reasons that I decided to run is because I felt like we needed more representation in our city council, because we have a very diverse city.
We do.
We need diversity in ethnicity represented on the council. We need financial diversity. Not everyone is in a certain tax bracket in our city, and so the people who aren't still need an advocate for them. We need diversity of thought. I know it seems easier to have a team where everybody agrees with you, but when your job is to represent everyone, it's important to hear from different schools of thought outside of your own, and make sure that everyone's feeling heard and everyone's feeling seen.
Period. I love that. And it's so true.
Yeah.
Because so often, that's what you hear is they don't care about us. They don't know my struggle. They don't know what I'm going through, But when you do have a diverse city council, someone that looks represented, that looks like everyone that is represented in this valley, then, you have more of a collaborative effort to get things done.
Yeah. And leadership should reflect us.
Yeah.
It should reflect all of us. It should reflect our neighborhoods. It should reflect our struggles. It should reflect our values. It should reflect our hopes. We should be able to look at our leaders and see ourselves.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay, City Councilwoman Renage Garrison. What's one issue in Lancaster that people don't talk about enough?
The fact that there's a large part, and it goes in line with what we're talking about, there's a large part of our community that's disengaged. I think it gets overlooked. It gets swept over the rug because we have these events and people showed up. People did show up, but not all of us are coming out and feeling a part of this community, feeling like these events are for us and speak to us. And when you have a community that's disengaged, you have a community that's inactive, you have a community that's broken, you have a community that has priorities in different places for different things. And the goal is to bring all these different people and all these different groups together and make it feel like one team, make it feel like home.
Yeah.
So I think that doesn't get acknowledged enough. That 300 people showed up to this event, but there's almost 200,000 people in the city.
Right.
So
and
where are the rest of us?
It's a city event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are the rest of us?
Right. And what is it going to take to reach us? Does anybody care about, hey, we're not reaching us, all of us?
All of us.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this is a good question. What does safety look like to you beyond policing?
Safety looks like the ability to walk to your mailbox in the middle of the night and get your mail because you forgot to stop on the way home. Safety looks like, oh, I need to run to the store really quick, and I feel comfortable going ahead and jumping in the store. The sun went down, or jumping in the car and running to the store. Not to say safety is not the elimination of crime, because if that was the reality, we wouldn't need police, right? We know crime's not going away. But safety is knowing that overall I feel okay. I know that if I call someone, there's fast response times. If I call someone, they are coming to my well-being, and I'm not going to turn around and be the bad person or the bad guy. There's a lot of mistrust, right? There's people who've called the police and ended up in handcuffs, and that's not okay. We want people to know that our public safety officers, that our law enforcement are there for our well-being, and that they are on our side. And so safety is dropping the judgments and dropping the prejudices and understanding that they're here for our well-being, and they're not against us. They're for us.
Yeah, getting rid of the biases.
Getting rid of the
or
biases.
Trying to at least separate them from.
Right. Okay. Separate them from the situation that you're dealing with. Deal with each situation as you encounter it, not the assumption that this is what this is going to be.
Exactly.
And so that would make us feel more safe.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. So, okay. Do you feel like people trust the local government right now?
No.
Okay.
I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to lie and make it sound good. No, I don't. I've gone around the city talking to countless amounts of people, and one of the most common threads is there's a distrust. Now, I'm not going to speak to that because I'm not here to lay accusation, right? But the people, I am speaking now on behalf of people, there's distrust. And I think there's distrust because there's a lack of communication as well.
Right.
There's a lack of town halls. There's a lack of investment in, I want to know how you feel. I want to come sit and invest my time to listen to what concerns you the most. And not just listen, but take the most urgent of the needs and really prioritize into action. That's one thing that I want to see happen when I win the seat, is to enact regular town halls, both in person and online. I know our city hall meeting doesn't fit the schedule of a lot of people, and I don't know that that's going to change. But there should be other options for the residents to come out and feel heard by their leaders. And regular town hall meetings is vital.
Yeah.
And the people who make decisions for us should be able to come sit and talk to the residents that they're making decisions for. Right. If you can't come sit and talk to me, then you shouldn't be making decisions for me. That's how I feel. And if I make a decision that I can't answer for, then shame on me. And call me out on it. Come talk to me about it.
Again, snap, snap, snap. Okay, so we're going to do a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
All right. Lancaster needs more blank.
Unity.
Great. One place in Lancaster everybody should experience at least once.
City hall meeting.
Okay. If you could fix one thing in the city overnight, what would it be?
The roads.
Woo! Phew! Okay. What's one thing people complain about that you actually understand?
The roads.
Okay. The roads. Ding, ding, ding.
I get it.
Yeah, it is bad. Okay. So describe Lancaster in 3 words.
Work in progress.
Okay. I love that. Work in progress.
Yes.
Okay. Love it. Okay. So last one. Be honest.
Okay.
Which, I mean, you are very integral. Yes, you are. What's one thing you would challenge on the city immediately?
That thing that we just talked about. The accessibility of our leaders. Our leaders sitting with the residents and answering for the decisions that are made, and having direct lines of communication with the residents of our city. I don't see very much of that at all. Outside of events and interviews, I want investment from our leaders.
Time investment.
Time investment.
Okay.
Where they sit just to hear from us.
Right.
Yep. On a regular basis.
Rapid fire was fire. It was everything. T. Okay, so as we wrap up this, because I have to get a feel for you and what kind of leader do you promise to be?
I promise to be a leader of integrity. And that's been a running theme for me in this campaign is we have an integrity crisis amongst our leaders in the political spectrum. And that's not just the city of Lancaster. I'm talking local, I'm talking state, all the way up to government. We're all aware of the climate right now, and there is an integrity crisis.
There is.
And I feel that you can be less experienced and more integral, and I will take that leader. Matter of fact, there's a quote from our new mayor in New York City that I really love, and I've used it. I've quoted him a few times. He said, "What I lack in experience, I make up for in integrity." And as a voter first, before I'm a candidate, I want to be the candidate that I would vote for. And I am tired of having to vote for the lesser of two evils.
Right, me too.
The lesser of two evils is still evil. I don't want to cast my vote for someone at the end of the day that I don't really believe in. And I don't have to agree with everything, but I want to be able to trust that you are a person of integrity. Because even if I disagree with you, I can agree with why you did it.
Right.
I can believe you and I can trust why you did it. I love Barack Obama. I love Mr. President Barack Obama. There were several times I didn't agree with some of the decisions that he made.
Right.
But I would bet my money that he made those decisions believing he was doing what was right for the people.
Absolutely.
That I can get behind. So I am going integrity first. We have to shift the political landscape. We have to stop voting for people who are going to lie to us. Because if you'll lie to get in the office, you will lie once you're in the office. And I am tired. I'm tired of it. I really am.
Yeah.
We have the power to change that.
We do.
By who we vote for, by who you choose to vote for.
Right, right. And you want every little girl on the couch to
be inspired and to know that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And not just that you can do it, but you are needed. That there is a space for you and there is a need for you. This can't be done without all of us. It cannot be done without each one of us.
Yes.
So there's already a door needing you to walk through it. So
already.
Yes. So walk in your I am her. Walk in that and let's change the world.
Right.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Who's gonna stop us?
Nobody. Because you already know.
Who's gonna stop me?
I love that.
I am looking to change the world.
Period. Absolutely.
And who's gonna tell me I can't?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So here we go.
Okay. Miss Councilwoman. So last thing, and it is totally a part of the brand, Handle Her With Care is the podcast name. The question is, how do you handle yourself with care?
That is a good one.
Okay.
Because stepping into this political arena and campaigning for the first time has ushered me into a place of exhaustion that I have never experienced before. So I have had to be very intentional with self-care. And luckily, I have a sister who is a self-care expert.
Thank you.
So that's a blessing to me. But I know not everyone has an April at their disposal.
Yes.
So for just general, for myself, like I said, I've had to be very intentional. There are days where I turn all of my devices on silent, where I get in my house and I have a room dedicated to just peaceful moments.
Oh,
I like either classical music or I do some bilateral stimulation in my headset, and I have a neck hammock that I am in love with. And
I need to do that.
It's so amazing.
Feels like
it's so amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It takes all the stress out of your body.
Neck hammocks.
Yes. And
you get a neck hammock.
Right. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I do that every so often just to recenter and reset. The biggest thing is the devices, though. Shut those off.
Yeah.
And I won't even turn my television on. It's just some real quiet peace, recharge.
I love that.
And I'm big on massages too. I do have a regular massages scheduled.
I love that. It's necessary.
It's necessary.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Self-care.
Yeah, high five.
That's right.
Those are some great ones, okay? I love that. Keep those in mind, and we're all getting neck hammocks.
Yes.
Yeah, before Christmas, okay? Community, come on, let's do that.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you for coming today. Thank you for joining me.
Yes.
And also talking with our viewers. I mean, right, like all the information that we can disseminate before the day, which is again
April 14th.
Okay, and that is a
Tuesday.
And you can carry your ballot to a
ballot voting box.
Yes.
Or you can take it right to City Hall. They'll take it for you right at City Hall if you want to drop it at City Hall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So please, you guys, please get your votes in. In for our candidate, Renage Garrison.
So there's one thing I really want to get across to all of the residents in the city of Lancaster. Yes. And we are really building something bigger than just an election here. The goal is to really change things. And when I say change, I'm talking about shifting back in the favor of the people. Yeah. This is not about politics for me. This is about people. This is not about sides. This is not about blue and red. This is not about left and right. Nobody's owning the other. This is really about people. Yeah. And governing is not about business and profit and loss. Yes, we have to make good decisions, but we have to have compassion. We have to have integrity. And we have to make this about the residents of the city first.
I love that.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me with your audience and Handle Her with Care podcast.
Are you kidding?
This is
our
such
space,
an honor.
And I'm thankful to have you. I really am. Thank you for coming. I have enjoyed talking with you as usual. I appreciate you taking your time to talk with me. Your time as a busy candidate in the running. I can't wait to hear your name called on Tuesday night. I'm going to be waiting like Super Tuesday, because I know that, you are integral. And I know that you absolutely have earned that seat. And so I can't wait to see you sitting in it. And so the call to action, ladies and gentlemen, is for you to get out there and cast your vote. Remember, you can drop your ballot in the box, or you can take it to City Hall, which we just learned. And so that's great information.
Yes.
Listen, you can catch these podcast episodes on my podcast channel on YouTube, Handle Her with Care podcast. You can also follow me on Instagram at Handle Her with Care _podcast. You can also follow my personal page at ROXSTARR_life. Renage, how can people contact you?
You can contact me via my website. It is first name, last name, RenageGarrison.com. All my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, the same, Renage Garrison.
Oh, simplified.
Yes.
Dignified.
We love an easy search.
Classy. We love an easy search, right? It does not get any better than that. I love that. Okay, wonderful. Well, I look forward to seeing you all soon. If you love this episode, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Yes. Like, share, and subscribe for more great content. I appreciate you taking your time with me. I really do.
Thank you.
And for you, remember, always handle yourself with care. Bye.